answer, but I just need you to tell me the answer. How old is she? 15. Okay. And before we get into the messages, there was content involved, yes or no? Right. And you said correct. Okay. All right.
So in one of the most absurd crossovers of 2026, professional documentary producer Mike Clum has collaborated with one of the most prolific YouTube preds, you could say, EDP445. There is going to be an EDP445 documentary. And for those who do not recall, EDP445 was caught by Gideon and caught by Alex Rosen in a pred catch where, you know, EDP claimed he was just going out there to get a cupcake, get a bite, you know, get something that happened to be a little too young for his appetite.
I was actually coming out here to pick up a cupcake and then go back home.
And it ended up basically ruining his career. To this day, EDP tries crawling back onto the internet through various failed styles, I guess you could say. He's tried to sell off all of his merchandise and products, including his YouTube play buttons. He's returned as a whole bunch of other accounts trying to just rant and rave about everything and anything as if people somehow forgot who he was and why he was rightfully canceled. And that is, of course, leading to this documentary by Mike Clum, The Sick Mind of EDP445. Now, Mike Clum is very prolific, right? He made this very massive documentary about Boogie 2988 where he ended up, you know, going to Boogie's home and meeting up with his girlfriend and all this other stuff, and very interesting watch. You should definitely check it out. And there's a trailer for The Sick Mind of EDP445.
Like, he went to that place to have sex with a 15-year-old.
Definitely viewer discretion is advised. You know, dude's a perverted dude.
I can already see the memes flowing in. They try to make it seem like this guy is like a Thanos level threat, but that is, of course, only if you are under the age of 1-3, right? Because that's his type. You know, even in this documentary, he makes allusions to it. He makes references to it as if.
Why do you think you wanted to have sex with a 15-year-old?
I mean, the reason why I wanted to have sex with a 15-year-old is already fucking clear.
You know, it's absurd to not think that he would be attracted to, you know, those kinds of people, right? Obviously very disturbing content that we are watching. And Moist Critical, as well as Gideon, have apparently seen this. Moist Critical had some crazy things to say about it. Apparently he saw like the director's cut, the extended cut that won't be making it to YouTube and whatnot. And
I've seen the whole thing. Not only have I seen the entirety of the documentary, I've even seen the fucking Snyder Cut version of it, of things that didn't make it. It is legitimately unbelievable.
Gideon apparently claims that this is going to completely clear his name, because Alex Rosen and Gideon, long before they were like what you would consider like the successful catchers they are of these people, they screwed up the EDP thing quite a lot, which is like why he's not in jail or anything. He's tried to DoorDash and that failed. Again, he's tried to sell off his crap, that failed. He's tried to start up YouTubes again, that's all failed. But quite frankly, he should be behind bars, and the reason he's not is because that pred catch failed so colossally. There was no police involvement. There was no police standby, right? Police presence that is like a standard for YouTube now, even to the point where those videos are like no longer on YouTube. You can find backups, you can find reactions, but you can't really find the original catch of EDP445. Now, I think it's crazy, literally just from this trailer alone, of course, we have this like Doctor Doom level buildup of the main villain of this saga, EDP445, sitting on his throne. You know, he's collected all of the 13 cupcakes. He's a real villain. You know, it's a Mike Clum. It's a Mike Clum special. Moist Charlie makes an appearance, which is interesting. He doesn't really have anything to do with the catch itself. He just kind of covered the situation when it happened. Probably one of the most viral videos, probably why the video did end up doing so well. You could even say he probably is like why, you know, Gideon and Alex Rosen kind of got their foot in the door, at least mainstream wise, because of his coverage of this. And that's just kind of the Moist Critical effect, right? Here we have Gideon. The internet's most notorious villain. Probably. I mean, you do have some tough competition. You have Dr. Disrespect. There's some real sickos out there. But he's pretty bad. Alex Rosen, of course, showed up. We have the decoy, or I'm guessing this is the girl that EDP was messaging. The story continues. Unfortunately, that's very unfortunate.
I would say EDP is completely innocent.
So EDP's got shooters, okay? Whoever that guy is, that guy, skinny EDP over here, watch him risk it all.
What advice would I give to EDP445? You need to stop doing this documentary.
And that is kind of another thing that's funny is EDP, he just won't stop. You know, it's like he was lucky that he was able to basically be exposed as a massive freak, a massive creep, one of the worst things you can be accused of. Not just with little proof, not with no evidence at all. Obviously, he literally came to meet these people multiple times after messaging them, disturbing things and sending them disturbing images. And he was given a essentially get out of jail free card. And instead of just kind of taking that and deleting his accounts and going off the grid, he was like, you know what? I'm going to keep trying to make content. I'm going to keep trying to return in one way, shape, or form, even going on to get a documentary as if like somehow this is going to clear his name, you know, him going on to this, documentary to admit to basically doing these crimes and, you know, call his haters slurs and whatnot. That's going to be what truly changes everybody's mind.
None of you can break my ass because I'm still standing, bitch.
As if, you know, all the other things weren't enough. As if you thought him trying to hook up with, you know, a younger person, blah, 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 was bad. This is it, guys. It's coming. The sick mind of EDP 445. You won't believe. This is also funny. They got this dude to freaking put on like a prison jumpsuit for skits. Mind you, this would be the equivalent of getting like Jeffrey Epstein to dress up like a prisoner and like talk about the things he's accused of, while also talking about how fun his parties were on his islands with people that he was accused of messing around with. Obviously, that can't happen because Jeffrey Epstein hung himself or something like that, right? That's what the theories say. This is just hilarious. You have interviews of EDP. You have him walking down the Grand Theft Auto San Andreas alleyway. You have Big Boy himself sitting here. You literally have reenactments. You have actors. You have this kid acting as EDP, as if EDP came out of the womb in Eagles merchandise. Poor kid is going to be credited on IMDb as EDP Jr., which is not a great credit, not something you'd probably want to have on your resume.
None of you can break my ass because I'm still standing, bitch.
Well, there you go. Again, another reason why, you know, I think it'd be good for EDP to face some jail time is because, you know, maybe someone could break his, his butt in his terms in jail. Who knows what he's into, you know? We obviously know he likes the cupcakes. He likes them young. Maybe, you know, maybe he might like his cellmate if he were to have one. And again, you might have noticed the benefit of this, so like ad revenue and whatnot, will be going to victims of crimes committed by people who enjoy the same things that EDP does. So very interesting documentary that we are looking at here. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to know what you guys think down below. There's not really a lot to say, you know, kind of a hot take. EDP's just a pretty bad person. Anyone who does the things that he does and is just so like adamant and loud about the things that they've done is also a pretty bad person, right? That's pretty insane, right? Either way, let me know what you think down below. Are you going to be watching this on August 9th at 7 p.m., guys? I'll be there. I'll be at the premiere. I'll see you guys very soon. Peace out.